Hello everyone, we are from Mathematical Economics class group D2 and today we are going to present our assignment 3 presentation. Now let's begin the first problem. The first problem is from the given functions we need to determine and comment the effect of changes in G star on Y star, C star and T star. Before finding the solution for the function, we need to identify some basic information about the given functions. The given functions are in national income model and the functions are in explicit form. The endogenous that we can get from the functions are y, c and t, and the exogenous are c null, I null, g null and t null, and the parameters are b and t. Now let's jump into the solution. First, by using the reduced form way, we need to find the values of Y star, C star and T star. Now let's jump into the solution. The step 1 is we need to substitute C with A plus B YD, where YD is equals to Y minus T. So in the Y function, we substitute the C with C null plus B YD, and the YD we substitute with Y minus T, and we substitute the T with T null plus TY. And we find the solution for the functions by reducing the function. And the answer we get for the Y star is C null plus I null plus G null minus BT null over 1 minus B plus BT. Step 2 is we need to substitute the Y star into the T function. So in the function of T, we substitute the Y with the Y star that we found earlier. Then we find the reduced form for the function. The answer we get for the T star is T null minus B T null plus T C null plus T I null plus T G null over 1 minus B plus BT. Step 3 is substitute the Y star and T star into the C function. So we substitute the Y with Y star and T with T star to find the solution for the function. And the answer we get for the C star is C null plus B I null plus B G null minus B T null minus B T I null plus B T G null over 1 minus B plus BT. So we have successfully found the values of Y star, T star and C star.
Assalamualaikum and very good day. I'm going to proceed the presentation with the second part of question 1, which is determine and comment the effect of changes in G null on Y star, C star and T star. So first, which is Y star, that we get from the reduced form method that already explained by PAVITHARA as stated on the slide. And then, we need to use question rule to get the answer for delta Y star divided by delta G null, which we will get 1 minus B plus BT divided by 1 minus B plus BT squared. We need to simplify the answer by dividing the numerator and denominator, so we can get the answer of 1 divided by 1 minus B plus BT, and it is clear that the answer is positive because it is more than 0. So next for C star, we still use the same rule as previous, which is question rule to get the answer for delta C star divided by delta G null, and we get the answer 1 minus B plus BT times B minus BT divided by 1 minus B plus BT in bracket squared. For this part, we cannot expand the numerator because we need to simplify the answer by dividing both 1 minus B plus BT. So the answer is 1 B minus BT divided by 1 minus B plus BT. And to make the answer look neat, we can simplify to B in the bracket of 1 minus T divided by 1 minus B plus BT, which is more than 0 and positive. Next, for T star equal to T null minus B T null plus T C null plus T I null plus T G null divided by 1 minus B plus BT, we also need to use question rule to get the answer for delta T star divided by delta G null. So the final answer is T divided by 1 minus B plus BT, which is positive because it's more than 0. And for the comment part, so the comment that we can get is when the autonomous government spending increase, which is G null increase, all endogenous variable which is Y star, C star and T star also will increase by 1 divided by 1 minus B plus BT, B in bracket of 1 minus T divided by 1 minus B plus BT, and T divided by 1 minus B plus BT respectively, and vice versa. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone! So I will continue problem 3.1 Roman. Here, from these two functions, we can determine and comment the effect on Y star and I star if a change in signal. Before we start the steps, we need to identify first the model and form of the given functions. We use ISLM model and general implicit parametric form. So, from this problem, we get endogenous and also exogenous. For endogenous, we have Y and I, but for exogenous, we have signal and null. For parameter, we don't have in this problem. So the first step is, from these two functions, we need to rewrite the given equation in their implicit form. F1 should be the first function and the second function is F2. Since Y and I are endogenous variable, so we need to put star on both variable and followed by triple line, and because of this is implicit form, F1 and F2 should be equal with 0. The next step is, we need to find the total differential of both equations by letting C null not equal with 0 and M null equal with 0. Why we letting C null not equal to 0? Because we want to know the change in C null. Furthermore, as we can see, the function in A are different with function in B, right? Here, when M null is equal with 0, we need to remove or ignore the M null from the functions because 0 is mean no value. And the next step is, for the total differential, we have two ways, first way and second way. The first way is if the total differential more than one variable, we need to use delta. Then, we can start with F1 followed accordingly by variable Y, I, and C null. Also same we do in the F2. Why we don't put delta F1 on 0? Because we don't know the denominator, right? So we can put generally 0 here, okay? Next, second way is more simple than the first way. The second way, we just put D, which is referred to the notation of total differential, and also we need to parentheses for the both function include on 0 also. After that, we need to extend, as you can see the answer in second row of second way. Then, we can continue our answer by next presenter. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Untitled and my matrix number is 278496. Let us continue to C Roman. Rewrite the finding in B Roman into matrix form Jx equal B. In this part have 3 steps. We will do it step by step. The first step, rearrange endogenous equal exogenous and all parameters. Before arranging, we need to discriminate the variable first. In this question, our endogenous variable are Y and I. Meanwhile, the C null is our exogenous. We don't have the parameter in this question. So now, we follow the formula and rearrange the equations of first way. We will see the exogenous already moved to the right hand side and become a negative sign. The equation of F2 is constant because it don't have the exogenous variable. Next, for the second way, we then just need to move the exogenous to the right hand side and it becomes positive sign. So this step already done. Step 2. Transform into Jx equal B. We need to reference the formula of the step 1. We can see that it's a 2 by 2 matrix because it has 2 functions. For this 4, we will take it become the J matrix. And the two endogenous variables, di and dy, we will put into the X matrix. And then the right hand side, we will put into the B matrix. So we will insert like that. Remember, the DC now must be the outside of the B matrix. Next, we will get the answer in arrowment. Remember, just add the final answer without the dy, di, and dc naught. Well, that time, we need to reference to the answer in arrowment. As an example, the first one is delta f1 over delta y. So we need to differentiate the f1 respect to y. We will get 1 minus cy. For that, we can get another 4 answer, then insert to the matrix form. Don't forget, change the 1 become the positive value. We have done the first way. Next, we try the second way. Then, we need to reference the equation in first step. Separate the Jx equal B and insert the matrix form. We will get answer like that. Actually, we can check our two answers is same or not. If same, prove our answer is correct. So, we can turn to the last step. Step 3. Find the determinant J. We need to use the J matrix, then we will get this answer. However, the answer cannot be calculated, but we can get the sign of determinant J by referencing to the restriction given. Now, we can insert the sign and get the answer is negative value. Determine J is a negative value, that means it's not same with 0 and it's not singular. The Syahirah part already done, we can proceed it into the next part by mailing.
Good day everyone, so now I will talk about the determine the effect of changes in SINA or endogenous variable, which is the Y star and I star. As we know that the changes in SINA we can rewrite to the triangle SINA. So the dy star divided by d SINA is for Y endogenous and the di star divided by d SINA is for I endogenous. First, we copy the final answer for step 2 for the previous presenter to here. Next, because we want to find the changes in SINA or Y star and I star, so dy star divided by d SINA and di star divided by d SINA, and the behind vector b here, d SINA also divided by d SINA. And the final answer we can rewrite to this. The d SINA divided by d SINA can be eliminated. After that, we know you want to find out the dy star divided by d SINA and di star divided by d SINA. So, what rules we want to use? The answer is Cramer's rules. The dy star divided by d SINA is equal to the formula is determine the j1 over j. Actually, j we already know is from the step 3 for the previous presenter. For the j1, we can put the vector b to the first vertical line here. And then we cross multiplication, which is the 1 times li minus 0 times negative ci. We can get the li. And we can see the formula already given is cy is more than the 0, so cy is positive, and ci negative, ly positive, li negative. So we know li is negative, j is negative, negative, we can get the positive is bigger than the more than the 0. The di star divided by d SINA is formula equal to the determine j2 over j. J we already know, and the j2 we can put the vector b to the second vertical line here. And then calculate it. 1 negative cy times 0 and negative 1 times ly, we can get a negative ly. Ly is positive, positive, negative, and the j negative, negative, the final we can get the positives more than 0. So what we can conclude, when the autonomous consumption SINA increase, the Y, which is the national income, also will increase as a positive effect, and the I interest rate also increase by the positive effect and vice versa. Thank you. In conclusion, the mathematical technique helps us understand and find the solution related to the economic theory. In problem 1, when the government spends more money, it will lead to stimulate the national economy, such as the national income, consumer consumption, and the tax will be increased as a positive relationship and vice versa. And the problem 3, when consumer purchasing power increase, it will lead to an increase the national income, so the quantity of money demand will increase and the interest will also increase as a positive relationship and vice versa. Thank you.